here with David Oyelowo. Give it up! Yeah! In many cities across America, there are pockets primarily made up of minority seniors and people on fixed incomes. They own their own homes but struggle with the upkeep. That means they could be subjected to enormous city fines. It also means the neighborhood can easily become a target for gentrification. My next guest is part of an amazing group that protects those homeowners and their homes. Please, everybody, welcome the director of House Proud, Lisa Flowers. Give it up for y'all. Hello. Well,
Thank you so much for having me on this show.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I have to say you are stunningly beautiful. I'm going to lead with that. Now, you came up on the screen and I was like, okay, you're so pretty. And also, Lisa, I want to introduce you to David. He's on the couch with me today. You want to say
hi?
Hi.
So great to meet you.
Oh, you too.
Virtually. It's yeah, this is
virtually.
The time we're in. Well, tell us a little about the neighborhoods that you serve.
So we serve primarily neighborhoods that are home to seniors, neighborhoods that have tons of seniors in them that have lived there for generations, that just really now can't afford to take care of their homes. They kind of undergirded the communities for years, but now they're in a position where they can't afford it. You know, for a roof to be replaced costs anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000, and most seniors can't afford that. A lot of people just don't have $6,000 or $7,000 sitting around to be able to redo their roof. And we want those seniors to be able to remain in their home. So we really take the time to try to raise money to come in and do the repairs that they need.
Especially now, everybody knows what it's like. I mean, you're trapped in your house. It's your sanctuary. That's where we've been. You know, or where we were most of 2020. So how did this program get started?
So it got started in the early 90s. There was an attorney named Jeff Woodward. And so he and some of his attorney friends decided that they were going to start helping their neighbors that lived in the area right around them in downtown Atlanta. So that was years ago. We've gone through lots of iterations since then. But now we're in a position where we can still use volunteers to do some things that are novice level, like painting, if they're led by contractors, some minor carpentry type work. But now we've matured to the point where we're able to raise enough money to do the roofing and plumbing and electrical. But we only trust that to licensed and insured roofers, plumbers, electricians, heating and air people, like really high-end tradespeople. But then we also take the time to make sure that we also are able to get work done to help beautify the communities. In a given year, we might bring out 1,000 volunteers in groups of 25 to work on homes to help beautify them.
That's amazing to hear you say like 1,000 people. That's amazing that the community got together. Well, Lisa, and you say a lot of this is about protecting people's home values, right?
Absolutely. So we're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. We're trying to grow all over the country, but for right now, we're in Atlanta. And so Atlanta is one of those cities that's really changing. I mean, we're changing tremendously every day. And one of those changes is that home values are really increasing. And so with that comes investors who will come along and offer seniors way less than what their house is worth. And, you know, for a lot of African American homeowners, the majority of their wealth is really in the equity of their home, their generational wealth, you know, their wealth is in their homes. And so what we want to do is to be able to protect that for them by bringing out these groups of 25 each of volunteers, you know, throughout the course of the year to make the houses look really beautiful. And then outside of that, we want to make sure that they're warm, safe, and dry. If the house looks good, then a contractor, or rather an investor, is less likely to want to come to that homeowner and try to buy their home for less than it's worth. And if they do decide to sell, if the house is in really good condition, we know that they're going to get top dollar for it.
Yeah, you're looking out for them. Why do you think it's important, David, to preserve older neighborhoods? I think that there's just so much culture that gets lost and so much, I don't know, a sense of nostalgia, for a lot of those neighborhoods. Why do you think like it's important to preserve those neighborhoods?
Well, but I also think for communities, it's unnatural to get rid of the older people. I mean, in my own home, before both my mom and dad passed away, they lived with us, and that was an incredible thing for my kids to have 3 generations in the home. I mean, they learned from me and my wife, but they learned so much from their grandparents as well because of the wisdom they've accrued over time. So to extricate the older people from our communities is just not what we were designed to do. So I really, really applaud you on what you're doing, because I think it's so vital for community to be healthy, to have the breadth of the generations living together.
And to have that wisdom from them, just, you know, to impart on us, like, hey, I've been here for a minute. Let me tell you, don't do it that way, because that didn't work this time. You know?
Absolutely. Learn from other people's experiences instead of making the same mistakes.
Yep, amen. So House Proud has fixed up hundreds of homes across Atlanta free of charge. Their goal is to help low-income seniors stay in the homes they work so hard to get. One of those seniors is actually joining us right now. She's here to share why she is so thankful. Sing it, Jesse. All right, everybody, let's welcome Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I am doing fairly well. How are you doing, ma'am?
Super good and getting better.
All right. It's a good day. It's a good day to be Jane and Kelly. Well, Jane, tell us about hooking up with House Proud. What have they done for you?
Kelly, my house is 100 years old. I've been in it for 30 years. And if it wasn't for House Proud, they painted my house, they fixed the leak, they put the rails on, they eliminated the termites. But the most valuable thing they did for me, there was a killing over on another street. And I was told that the perpetrator ran through my yard, and it scared me to death. I could not sleep at night. So they put up a huge fence so that I was safe once again at night. So that's what House Proud has done for us.
Oh, wow, I'll tell you what, and it is to live in your home. I've been broken into several times, and it's the scariest thing. You just can't fall asleep. You can't settle unless you feel safe. So I applaud y'all on helping her out with that alone. But Jane, can you explain why this is so critical for you? Like, why all of this help is so critical for you?
When people start looking at your home and wanting to purchase it, they come through the neighborhood like developers, and we live on a fixed income. I'm disabled also. And so when they start looking at our property, if it's undergrown, if the grass needs to be cut or something like that, they report it to the city. And the city code enforcement will come out and cite you. But you have two alternatives. One is to go ahead and let them cite you and build up more on your property, or you fix it and you eat cat food because you can't afford to fix up the house and feed yourself, so you end up eating cat food. And so this is the plight of many seniors. So if it hadn't been for House Proud, you can see the problems that we as seniors would have.
Wow. Well, Jane, I know you have something that you want to tell Lisa, right? You want to go for it?
Yes, Lisa, you know, you're like a daughter to me. And you're a wonderful daughter, wonderful, wonderful. And you know, you're a daughter to the community. Also, Lisa, you are a child of the Most High God. And I know that He loves you. And I'm tearing up too, so you're not by yourself.
Woo, y'all are not alone.
It's wonderful. You're amazing. You're a wonderful child of God. You're an amazing lady, and I wish we could clone you and take you to all the cities that need you. But you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're magnificent, and you're awesome.
You know I love you.
And I say,
you know I love you, Miss Jane.
Oh my goodness. Well, we also love everything. We also love everything that Lisa does as well. So that's why we're going to give House Proud $5,000 just to help out with any repairs that we can do. It's such a beautiful thing you're doing, and I can't even talk about it more. I'll just keep crying because I was going to say something and I was like, I won't make it through the sentence, so I'm going to hold it back.